am going to be creating a video about how mass and weights never change. So I have these two cookie cutters, just to show you how, and I also have a knife, just to like cut it up, and it's a butter knife. So I've been experimenting with this a little, and here is my scale, and you can tell, like I said, I've been experimenting, and so it's not on right now, but once I turn it on, it'll turn into a bunch of 8s, and then it'll turn into 0, 0. And forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, but it's pounds and ounces. So I have this hunk of dough. It's not that big. I mean, yeah, it's big to you, but it's not really big. It can fit in my palm, my hand. So it's not small. I'm going to turn this on, see a bunch of 8s, then 0.0. Stick it on. It says 4.4. And something might turn wrong. It might turn into a 4.5 or a 4.3. But I'm going to take the dough, and I'm going to stick it on here. And I'm just going to take the star. I'm going to put it like that, and then jalapeno. And just, so you see, it's kind of like a star, if you can kind of see it. And so I'm going to go back to my scale, stick it on, 4.4. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it back on my box. And I'm going to and even if it's still in pieces, it can still weigh the same. So I'm just going to take all this, and I'm going to cut it out. And I'll just turn it into like random chunks. I'm going to take all these chunks, put them on my hand, come back to my scale, put it all on. Still 4.4, even in pieces. See? Now it's a 2.4, 2.7, 3.3, 4.1, 4.4. So it still all adds up to the same number. Even if I add like a little bit of water to it, just to make it softer or soften up. It's still going to be the same. So, and I'm going to do an experiment here. I'm going to, see this? You can see that. It's a blob, and if it turns into a 4.3, I didn't do anything to it. It must have done. See, it's still 4.4. Excuse me for saying that. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm really sick right now, so I feel really sick right now. So I have my chunk of dough. I'm gonna put a little more olive oil on it, just to make it softer and for it to be easier. This may look gross, but I mean, really, it's not that gross. So I'm going to take this. I'm so sorry for trailing off. This is like one of my first times recording. I'm so sorry. So there's my hunk of dough, And I'll just put a smiley face. Really bad one, but it's a smiley face. Kind of, right? Looks like a weird dough face. Probably because it is a piece of dough, but, now it looks more like a old person. But I'm gonna put this on 4.4, and I'm gonna take this and stick it there. So basically, this video was about how mass and weight can't change. Mass never changes, which is what you're made out of, and weight, depending on gravity, well, it doesn't change. So if it's unless you lose something, and also if you lose something like this chunk of dough, I'm gonna break it in half. May not be perfect in half. I'll even make it. This side is 3/4. This side is like a quarter. So I'll stick this quarter on. One sec. I'll stick this quarter on. It's 1.5. I take it off. 0. Stick that on. It's 3 pounds, I think. So basically, it all adds up to 4.4. But that one adds up to 4.5. So you may be asking, well, what happened? I added one. Well, I didn't add anything. I think it just, sometimes it just does that. So it may be like a few ounces off, but still, an ounce is close enough. Don't be so critical, people. Don't be so critical. So that's basically gonna wrap up this part, or this video, and I'm just going to wait. I don't know what I'm, okay, wait. So I think what's happening is if you put a lot of pressure down on it, I think on this dough, like, I'm putting a lot of pressure on this right now. You can even hear the table, like, creaking. Plus, I'm doing this outside, if you haven't noticed. So it's, like, flat now. Let's make it a little flatter. Put a little water. So now it's like flat. Excuse me for my stuttering. This is just one of my first times doing a video. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm just not really I'm not really used to being in the camera. So now it's like flat. See, floppy. And I'm gonna go back to my scale and let's see if it changes or not. 4.4. Sometimes you put more pressure and it may lose or add weight. You guys can try this experiment yourself. And I just did this for the extra credit and I kind of got really bored. So I'm just really doing this because I didn't understand it myself at first. So this is probably going to be a 10-minute video. So I'm going to roll this up like a burrito. So it's flat, and I'm going to like roll it up. And I'm going to make it into 2 little burritos. Really weird burritos. I'm going to take it. And then put on the scale. 4.4. Well, thank you for watching. This is like really easy to do. Thank you for watching. Please, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you, and bye. Bye. Bye.